What up, y'all? It's your girl, Maya Desire, and of course, Denny C, who is clearly zoomed in and focused into the camera. We're trying to figure
What's
it out.
going on, man? It's your boy Denny C23. I am here. Welcome back to the Black T Spot, where conversation gets elevated, man. How
We
y'all
here, we
doing,
here.
man?
It's been
We
a
are
good,
here.
interesting couple of, well, it's been a good week or so, right?
Yeah, read this out. It's been a while. It's been pretty decent, you know. We also got some of our friends backstage today as well, so you guys will be hearing from them as well.
Yeah, shout out to our clubhouse friends. We love y'all. You know
Man,
what I'm
listen, man.
saying? It's
Welcome.
been a very interesting couple of weeks. It's been some shit popping off. It's been a lot of things happening. And I came across this lady. Damn, Shawty. I forgot her name. I feel like Rain or Rain right now. Anyway,
It's
I
all
forgot her
right.
name, but
How do you forget her
she
name? It's
was
all right.
listen, it
We
happens.
could
It
we could
happens.
put the names. We'll put the name in the description for you of
We'll
the
put the
person.
name in the description. But I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you all have heard of attachment styles. And I watched her video, and her video went on to talking about how attachment styles impact your dating life. And so, of course, I went on and I was like, oh, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take this quiz because I want to figure it out. I'm a Myers-Briggs type of girl. You throw a quiz at me, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that shit, right? I'm going to
All right.
always take
All right.
somebody's quiz just because I feel like, I want to know more about myself. The older I get, I'm trying to figure it out. The younger
For
I
those of
get.
you who are like me when she brought this up, what the hell is a attachment style? All right. So I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of the definitions, and there are 4 types of attachment styles. All right. So the definition. So the attachment style describes how individuals interact with one another to the people closest to them, right? And the different types of attachment styles are secure, anxious, preoccupied, avoidant, dismissive, and disorganized. Here we go. Boom. As you can see. All right. We're
And
going
ambivalence, right?
ambivalent.
Ambivalent.
I was about to say, so we're gonna just scratch out ambivalent and
And put
change that
anxious.
to anxious, preoccupied, okay? Because I don't know about y'all, but I ain't bring my thesaurus today. So I don't know what ambivalent mean, but I do know what anxious and preoccupied mean. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am not gonna lie. But so we both took this test, and we had some of our friends take the test as well. So they're gonna be commenting and adding to the good conversation that we have in store for y'all today.
Yes.
So when you first, I'm gonna ask you, Ish, when you first took the test, were you like shocked by your results, or did you like think like, it kind of fit?
I wasn't shocked per se. So I'll say this. I took two different quizzes for the same attachment style theory, right?
Oh, good.
And they actually gave me completely different. So this one that we took, way better. It's more in depth, and it's actually asking the questions that are supposed to ask to get the results that you want. And so for me, I was kind of like, damn, like, this is a little on point, for the most part.
Mhm.
Um, I think that I wasn't really shocked. I had wished that I had done better, but I'm also glad that I answered the questions truthfully. I think the
Right.
thing is that when you don't answer the questions truthfully
Mhm.
because you want it to look a certain kind of way, you know what I'm saying? That's when it gets a little tricky when
Hold on.
you're
I
taking.
got a question. I got a question. How can you answer better when you answered honestly? Like there's no pass fail on this quiz. You feel me? So like how do you
I
want to do better on
so
a personality quiz? Like
but
you
that's
want
what
a
I'm
better
saying. Like, so
personality?
yes. No, no,
Like
no,
I
no,
just
no.
want to know, man.
So I don't want a better personality, but I think I know that there's been growth, right? But I think with the
Right.
question thing, the thing is, like you said, there's no right or wrong. And it is your personality. I think that again, it asks the right questions. When you're talking about your childhood, your teenage years, those are some very impactful years, right? And so when you're actually being honest, I think for me, I was hesitant on being like strongly disagree, strongly agree with spaces that really pertain to my parents. And so,
Right.
in actually being able to take this new quiz that I sent you, for specifically for the pod, I was like, oh, okay, like yeah, this is what it is. How can
Right.
I advance? How can I change? Were you so? Mine was, um, anxious, preoccupied
Okay.
was the thing that came up for me. What about you? What was yours? How did you feel about taking the test, and what did you think about your results?
I'm not gonna lie. The first few set of questions, I was like, I don't agree, nor strongly disagree. However, I knew I had to answer honestly, so I was like, you know what? Let me stop BS
Mhm.
and really crack down. So when I actually did crack down, it really shocked me what my results were because I got disorganized, fearful, avoidant. So
Mm,
with that, I was like, huh? Like I didn't really understand why until I got the breakdown of what exactly it was, you know?
okay.
And when I got the breakdown, I can understand why it says the way it is based off how I answered. And answering truthfully, I feel like there's no real better way for me to answer these questions, you know?
Mhm.
So for me, it was like, I feel like it hit it right on the head, although it was a hard truth to bear, especially with the verbiage. But I think once I got past the verbiage, it was like, yo, that shit really hit home.
Yeah, it's very impactful. Like, and the reason why, one thing I will say is that I absolutely love my friendship with y'all. We can talk about anything, and I think that throughout the years of our friendship, we have really like grown. Like we've
That's
navigated
a
certain
fact.
spaces, and
Oh
so
man,
when I brought this to you and you sent it to the group and everybody took the test, I'm like, yo, this is fire because it's like, listen, we're learning about ourselves. We're learning how to navigate these spaces, these emotional spaces. And as all of us are going through different things emotionally and mentally, it's like, yo, like I want to be better. You know what I'm saying? And so,
right.
like you said, it's no right or wrong answer. And I
That's what I'm
realized,
saying. Like, as
like,
long as you acknowledge like the parts of this that you feel are true, it maybe
mhm,
it's parts of it that you might not think is true because subconsciously you block that part out. You know what I mean?
right,
Like,
right.
because I would have never thought that I would be perceived as someone who's disorganized or like fearful as a person because I'm one of those people that like I resort to like I'm very I don't want to say overly aggressive, but like I am, I'm very sure of myself. You
New
feel me? I'm
Yorkers are
very
known,
confident. You feel me? Like,
right?
I'm
Like,
like, what are you talking about? I got this. Like, nobody
yeah.
put no fear in my heart. But when I got like really down to it, and then it says tendency towards aggression or antisocial behavior, and I was like, you know what? I really don't like
Hmm.
people. I
Because
know throughout my life I've been saying I don't like people.
we
You know?
have to realize that this is also like our inner child, right? Like that's the thing though. It's like the all the pieces in this test are like
Right.
inner child, teenager, and adult, right? So every person, right, that is
Mhm.
inside of us required a different set of rules or a different set of a different kind of love. And so here we are navigating through that, like, oh, okay, I can see why this shows up. And really and truly, I'm looking at it as a whole and I realize, oh, like even down to like dating and relationships, I'm like, oh, okay. Usually I'm the one who's like, oh, I need closure, I want to do something. And lately I've been like, no, I'm good. Like, you know
No,
what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool. Because if you
but is
stay
that
too long,
growth or the trauma response?
no. It's for me. It's growth, right? Because the reason for closure is to make sure I didn't do anything wrong. So now that I'm not looking for the closure, I'm like, no, I'm good. Like I'm not taking it personal. It is what
Gotcha.
it is. But also, and I don't know if you watch, right? So we don't have to talk about this on the next episode. But the Nia Jeezy interview
Yeah.
actually helped me kind of come to that realization too. So, but
Okay.
yeah.
We gonna tap on that. We gonna tap on that. We gonna tap on that. We gonna
Okay, what's up on
do
it?
a whole new video just for you. Just for that. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna hold you. So I'm gonna ask some of our friends, like when you guys got your results, were you guys shocked or were you guys like, all right, this pretty fits me pretty well? Like what was y'all thinking? Let us know.
Yeah. Post your thoughts so we
No
can
shit.
put your comments up
You
on the
guys will see the
board.
comments. You guys will see the comments up that what they say.
I feel like, especially when we're
But
talking
Tone
about
says she
like
thinks she need another quiz. Why you think you need another quiz though, Tone? Why you think you need?
What
Shout
I
out to our
told him.
friend Pretty
Yeah.
Tone. All right,
Hey yo,
ladies
that's
beware. Okay,
yeah,
Pretty Tone gonna talk you out your drawers. All right,
facts. Facts.
but
Definitely,
but why you
definitely
think you need
agree.
another quiz?
I think that.
She said, "I got secure." You want to bring that up?
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
I got secure, and it makes sense. But some of the things I can remember as a teenager was death display and avoidant. Hmm. Hmm. That's interesting. So, do you feel that you answered the questions 100% honestly? Or do you
Hmm.
feel like it was avoidant as you probably felt like you were trying to avoid things versus just letting things happen naturally?
Yeah, I think the key is like there's so many tests that I go back quizzes and tests that I go back and take. Like even when it comes to like the love language, like you know what I'm saying? Like I went back and I took that again. Like, did I answer that honestly? Because there were some things that I feel like I might have.
You might have just breezed through. Like, I feel that
Yeah.
way as well, especially when it comes to agree, strongly disagree, median, like those kind of questions. Like, I feel
Hmm.
that what really is like the issue here, because I feel like a lot of people don't know how to really answer those because they don't want to
Right.
come off too strong. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
really agree, or I don't really agree, or if they somewhat agree, it'd be like, mm, all right, let's
Nah, I
see.
definitely get that. Tone got some good thoughts.
That's a
She said
fact.
she
But
answered honestly.
yes, that's good. I love that. I did too, man. But I really feel like I had support from my fam. I'm a big family person, but I def got a little middle child, went through things alone, afraid to express certain things, but I knew I had the support to do so. Okay, so honestly, I feel when it came down to it, your childhood with your parents is what is the biggest factor in this.
Hmm.
Like, I think that's where the biggest come in at. So, depending on your relationship with your parents, especially like in the descriptions that we have here, the first in each category is the relationship between your caregivers or your parents or your guardians.
Right. Yeah.
And for someone who is secure, they have a healthy relationship with their primary caregivers, which is something that you, as your friend, I know that you definitely take pride in. You know what I mean? And I feel like that right there is what made you able to be secure in itself right there. Anything that you might have done with a partner or things like that, because it did. If you continue to look at the test, it like gives you a breakdown of like your anxiety levels with the person and your avoidance level with the person and things like that.
Hmm.
So I come to realize that the higher your anxiety
Yeah.
number is, I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you rate on the anxiety scale. So anything
Right.
between a 0 to a 4, you're low anxiety. You don't have
Hmm.
much to worry about. Anywhere from 5 to 9 is like a mild anxiety.
Right.
So you got a little bit, but it's not enough to really affect you on your day to day. Then
Right.
you go from 10 to 14. Now you have a moderate anxiety. So maybe now you might want to get a little bit more help with that. Anything after 14, 15 and better, you got severe anxiety, please seek help. It's okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a black man who preaches therapy, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I say go for it, man. You're never too old to get help. All right, we got our friend Mo. Shout out to Mo. Let's,
Love.
let's see what Mo talking about. I think it's partly true. I got disorganized, fearful, avoidant. I think it works because of how I handle relationships moving forward after a horrible breakup with someone I believed I would be with for longer than we were. Oh, okay. So, do you have like abandonment issues,
And they put
or
me
do
on
you
the.
feel you developed some sort of abandonment issue due to the way the breakup happened? Because I know for myself, because I also got the disorganized, fearful, avoidant, I have a lot of abandonment issues. I'm not gonna lie, being very transparent with you guys. And that does stem from my parents and how people show up for me or have shown up for me in the past, throughout my
Mhm.
teenage years, things like that. But now I feel I have a better grasp, so I'm not out here like fearful of losing friends and things like that as much as
Do
before. But
you do you think that when you have the abandonment or the abandonment attachment style, right? Do you think that um do you catch yourself, right? And by that, so I mean like just earlier today,
Mhm.
I was talking to a friend of mine and I was telling her, we hadn't really spoken in a little bit, and so I was saying like, hey, I hope all is well. Not, I don't want to impose, if you want to come by later, you can. I feel like I was very careful with my words so that way, if she said no, I wouldn't be disappointed and I wouldn't take it as abandonment, right? And I see that even in my dating space because I I'm very particular about communication. I don't care that you can't make the date. I don't care that you like something happened and like I'm using care very loosely. I'm just saying like
Right.
I'm not going to chew your head off and like you know what I mean? I just care that you care about my time enough to say like, "Hey, I can't make it." Because when you don't call or you don't text, that's what triggers the
The
abandonment. And
Gotcha.
and and I get that they're not responsible for that. And so I've learned that I'm worth somebody showing up for me and communicating with me that says like, "Hey, I can't make it." And I don't again, I just learned to not take it personal and to be okay with parting my ways, whatever, but I realize that I'm cautious in like how I interact with people to even not trigger myself, that makes sense.
Gotcha. So for me, I feel it was the opposite. I feel like, at least initially, because now I feel like I have a better grasp on my abandonment issues. And
Mhm.
but initially, it was definitely I pushed people away when I felt they were
Mm.
getting too close
Mm.
because I can control that. Like it became like more of a controlling every relationship, whether it be romantic or platonic, and that it wasn't really healthy
No, I
for
get you.
me personally because it was like I was losing people that I really didn't care to lose,
Mhm.
but because I was in defensive mode due to previous trauma, things like that, I feel like that's what made me kind of push people away. So you want to leave, you can leave. It might hurt me internally, but being that I'm so used to chucking that shit off and keeping it pushing, I'm like, you know what? People come and go. Hold
Right.
up. We got some more in the chat. Let's see.
Yeah. Hold
So,
on, let's get to I'm gonna put Mo's second part of of answer up first.
yes, yes, let's do it. Within a relationship, I definitely think I have a bit of it, but I believe I just assume the worst when so things go good and more I'm shocked, if that makes sense. Okay, so you really prepare for the worst but hope for the best? That's what it sounds like to me. As long as you're not
Mm.
doing that thing where you're like projecting on other people what your previous traumas were, I think you'll be all right. Cause, but I definitely feel that though, because I was the same way. As far as like, I don't put expectations on anyone or anything, which is bittersweet. So for me, I feel like that's great because it keeps my emotions in check. However, for the person to not set any expectations for them, are you really seeing a long term goal with these people?
Mm. His kids.
All right, kid. Kid also got disorganized, fearful, avoidant. And shout out to our friend Kid. Um, and it was more if it wasn't being reciprocated. I definitely feel that. I feel that's how I am more now. If especially with the abandonment part, I feel like if I'm doing my part to allow you in and you aren't reciprocating or showing that you want to be in, I'm gonna push you away. I'm gonna be like, all right, you clearly don't want to be here, so I'm gonna let you go before I get too involved, too invested, and then I'll be hurt.
Hmm.
So it's really
Yeah.
like a defensive mechanism as well.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
Tone said.
Just time.
I'll be thinking they don't care about how I feel, and that turned me into a demon. You know what? You know what? Y'all speaking. That's why I would fuck with y'all, okay? Because I'm the same fucking way. All right. I'm not gonna lie. If I feel like I'm over communicating, over exerting myself, and you just don't give a fuck, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna not give a fuck more.
Yeah, I think that that's part of what I mean by like learning to like again when we talk about the Nia Jeezy interview, you see what I'm saying, but it's yo, when I tell you it's freeing to like really think about somebody and be like, because the hardest thing to do is to love somebody and let them go. Like the hardest thing to do is to like someone intensely. You can see how you guys will be good together, but that person for whatever reason finds all of the reasons why it's not going to work, and then
Right.
you know what I'm saying, because your feelings are invested, you're hurt, even though, and here's the thing, I want to make it clear that while for most people they won't take accountability, but in my situation and situations I take accountability to say like if somebody has told me where they are and I continue to be a friend or I continue to like them, it's not their fault. What happens, it happened, it's okay, right? However, I'm just acknowledging that my feelings are still valid. You know what I mean? They still matter regardless of what the person does and doesn't do. And I think that the hardest thing to do is to really like continue in a like without that person in the space. And I think that's with anybody, when even when it comes to like
Right.
family, right? Let's think about that. You know, for some people they're real easy to be like, oh, I ain't talked to my sister for 5 years. And I'm like, five
Are
years?
you know, so
Like,
crazy. I definitely used to date someone who like said that like her sister don't have the best relationship. I won't go into details obviously, but I thought that was so crazy as a person who speaks to their sisters on like a consistent basis, you know what I mean? Like
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
my sisters, like they know they can hit me up for anything any time of the night, I'm gonna answer my phone. So
Yeah,
to be a person who sees that and it's like, damn, like I want you to have that relationship. You know, I feel like everyone needs that, especially with siblings, man. Like I feel like siblings are the most
yeah,
underrated characters in your family tree. I swear to God. Like these are the people who literally went through the shit with you. They might
yeah,
be different, they might have perceived it differently, but at the end of the day, y'all was in there together. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So, like I feel like that
yeah.
right there
Those
is
relationships will teach you a lot about yourself, quite frankly.
it does. And you know and the beautiful thing about your siblings, they don't give a fuck about your feelings. So they gonna let you know what it is. Like whether it's good, bad,
Assholes.
ugly, nice, you know. Hurt people definitely be hurting people, Tone. That's a fact. Let's see what I'm
We
gonna
gotta
leave
have.
you from hurt and go slide down the wall in pieces. Fucking hilarious.
Hey,
Oh
yo,
man. Yo, Mo, you gotta chill. Niggas gotta have a siblings episode. We could definitely do a siblings episode,
for
man.
sure. You gonna invite your siblings on?
I'll invite one.
I'm
I'll invite one. I'll bring her in.
gonna bring the fire extinguisher.
Yeah, that's a fact. You say you're gonna bring your sister on or your brother?
I'm gonna bring the fire extinguisher for my sister.
Oh my goodness. No, yes, I ain't going front. Your sister definitely might be a firecracker for real. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
But
that's
that's very funny though.
yeah.
Nah, sisters that have experience of the same shit. That's a fact. Nah,
Nah,
nah. Neither one of my sisters are Aries. Like I have
mine
twin
is
sisters. They're Aries. Your
yes,
sisters are
my sister's
Aries.
Aries.
Makes so much fucking sense. I swear to God, man. I fucking swear to God.
That
See,
is crazy.
look, man.
Yo, that's
That's hilarious.
wild.
That is that. See,
What?
so I understand your pain now with your sister. I get it. I get it now. I get it. I swear I do. I
Listen,
swear I get it, man. I do.
sisters are the best thing in the world. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm the oldest, obviously, out of the three of us. You know, my brother is the youngest, and I wouldn't trade it, you know. I wouldn't trade it. Like, we all have um a different part of our parents, you know. And honestly, I remember a young not a young I remember a older lady telling me, she said, your personality is the culmination of who, obviously, your experiences, but also who your mother was when she carried you in her womb. And I was like, okay,
That makes
okay.
so much sense. That makes sense. I'm
Hmm.
not gonna lie. That makes so much sense.
Yeah,
I'm scared for
yeah.
my children.
When you when you
Yeah,
really think about it, like,
that, that's deep, man.
nobody
Uh,
really thinks about that. We don't really think that energy transfers, from mother to
yeah,
child. No, I mean, I think we think about it. I don't think we really think about it, though. I think it's
yeah,
like,
no,
oh yeah,
honestly, I feel like I want to give my siblings this test to see if we score the same. You know what I mean, or around the same. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because I can say for a fact that my sisters and I have experienced a lot of the same in the trauma department. You feel me? And my
Okay.
sisters and I are 9 years apart. So imagine by the time they got to 9, I was already out the house. You feel me? So
Wow.
like, yeah, like
Yeah, that's true.
I've
That's
been out,
true.
I've been out since I was 17. You feel me?
Okay,
And I never went back type shit. You feel
I
me?
got you. I got you.
So I can only imagine what the fuck they went through from 9 until like whatever age it was that we happened to live by each other again. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn.
I can't even begin to imagine. But, on a as we conclude this
Strawberry
topic,
candy is fucking hilarious. I'm
yo,
sorry.
but she right.
She's
Right.
right.
It's either the
Yeah.
strawberry candy or the butterscotch. You already know.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I am not gonna hold y'all. You couldn't tell me shit about strawberry candy and butterscotch. But I'm gonna do y'all one better because I know y'all hate it. Candy corn, nigga. I love candy corn. Okay.
But who is carrying around candy corn all year round? Nobody.
Listen, my nana had candy corn in her
I
house.
cannot listen.
I'll
That
fuck with you, Tone. That's why I'll fuck with you. Candy
see,
corn.
listen,
All right, man. We gonna move it along though, man.
y'all something
So
else.
so as the holidays come up, we always wonder who's gonna make our meals, right? So I'm just letting y'all know this lady right here cannot fix a damn meal in my house. She can't cook. She can only sit there and observe, okay? Because I swear, this lady, man, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this page. It's called Josh and Mama on Instagram. When I
Oh
tell
my
you,
goodness,
this lady does the most outrageous thing with food. Like,
she
oh
is.
my God. You know what? You know what? You
Just
got to
play
pull
the
it up
video.
yet?
All right,
Play
I
the
got
video.
no, I got it. I got it. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. We're gonna start with video one. We got a few for y'all. Here's video one, right? So this lady, hold up, turn it. There we go. No, we got it. Start it over. Start it from the beginning. Start it from the beginning because you
Hold
gonna,
on, let me.
yeah. All
Let's
right,
go back.
here we go. The lady got oxtails, guys. She's taking it out the pack and putting it straight into the dish. Like
Are you
what?
surprised?
I'm very surprised. Okay,
I'm not.
I'm very surprised. Fresh out the pack, straight into the oven. Okay, then she bakes these shits. First of all, look at it. It looks discolored. It looks bad. Like this is a waste of $30 worth of oxtail. Okay, I'm just saying. It,
Ugh.
right, look. Then she ate it. She ain't seasoned it, didn't nothing. No browning, no nothing.
Ugh.
It's chewy. When the last time you seen an oxtail chewy? I never seen an oxtail chewy. I never even seen an oxtail on a bone. Don't worry, I
Nah,
will.
I've seen oxtail on a bone, but I definitely ain't
Now,
seen.
you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. What's
Yeah. Yeah, most of that serial killer vibes, man.
that's a no for me, dog.
Listen, wait. We're not done yet. So that was it, right? That was the meat portion. We're gonna see how she make her mac and cheese.
All right.
When you get a chance, we're gonna pull it up. Because I'm not gonna lie. Right in the comments below, people, let us know. Like, you eating this lady food or not?
Nah, this looks
What you
bad.
doing when you what you doing if Josh invites you to his mom's house for dinner? I'm just want to know. Like, come on. You got the mac?
Not yes, Joshua.
Yes, Joshua. I'm gonna drain it.
She ain't rinsed it or nothing.
She drained it. Look, now she got the box ragu cheese. That's not even Velveeta. I ain't even know ragu made cheese, bro. I thought it
I
was
was
only
getting ready
spaghetti
to say
sauce.
I
I
didn't
really
know
thought it was
ragu
only
made
spaghetti
cheese
sauce.
either.
Oh my god. Look at it. Look at it. Not an egg, not a salt, not a pepper. Mm-mm. Not a nothing. Oh my god, she had 2 boxes of it.
Yeah, she did.
Now she smeared it on top. Put it in the oven. Look, no browning, no nothing. Yo, this is crazy. Hold up, you got to bring up some of these comments from our friends, man, because at this point, ooh,
Yeah, it's
ooh,
a
it's getting real ugly out here, guys.
it's
It's getting
getting
real ugly.
nasty. It's nasty.
I'm just saying, we got one more video for y'all. Just let me know. Would y'all let this lady cook in y'all kitchen? Would y'all let this lady cook in y'all kitchen? Listen, Mo said she giving
Oh,
serial killer vibes.
listen, she'll eat human meat at this point. Oh
Yo, my
my
God.
God,
Yo, eating human meat is crazy.
that's wild.
I'm not gonna
That
I'm
is.
not gonna lie. So Joshua, are you safe?
Blink twice. Let us know.
Blink twice. Let us know. Let us
Let
know.
us know how you
Do
feeling.
you do you eat out every night for real and you just be indulging your mom when you go to her house? Like, I
Do you
just
think
want
they
to know.
just doing that for show, or you think his mom really cooked like that?
Listen. So I've been looking at their page for a while now.
Hmm.
Okay. And I will say in the earlier videos, he wasn't as blatant in her face. He was literally hiding around the corner.
Oh, okay.
So
So he
and
caught her
that's
in the
what
act.
he caught her in the act, okay? And I'm not gonna lie to you, the first video I ever saw of them, she was making some barbecue chicken. And when I tell you she put the chicken in that same pan that she put the damn oxtails in with no seasoning in the oven, and then took it out and then put the barbecue sauce on top, put it back in the
Yo,
oven, and then put some cheese on that bitch. I said, oh, this bitch is crazy. I said,
no,
nah.
hey, yo. Tone said, hit them with the my family is going to space this year for Thanksgiving, and I can't. Sorry. See you back at school, Josh. Space, though?
That's a fact. If they
That's
invited you
disrespectful.
for Thanksgiving, what y'all doing,
I'm
man?
not
Y'all letting
going.
you're
I'm
not
not
going?
going. Nah, I got
What
a
is
fake COVID test
uh,
somewhere.
so my question is, right? Say Josh goes off to college, right?
Hmm.
And he makes a lot of friends, and happens to get a girlfriend who says,
Hmm.
"Hey, I would like to come home with you for the holidays." You bringing somebody home to your mother house like that?
Nah,
Man,
nah.
Josh, you better
That's a
make up some.
no.
My mother got COVID till infinity if she cooked like that, okay? I'm not playing them games. Not even a bar of sugar. That's a fact. Come on. Come
Not
on.
even a bar of sugar, bro. I'm
Come
out of
on.
here.
I ain't never coming over there. Like, I cannot. I cannot. What? She made Kool-Aid. I'm bet.
Oh, all
She looked
right.
like
We
the type.
going.
She looked like the type. Hold on. We got one more video for y'all. This is the
Yeah, we
dessert.
got one more.
This is the dessert for y'all,
Let's
man.
go.
This right here, as you see, it's already some fuckery. Here we go. She got the pineapples with the mayonnaise. She's making this for her husband's job. They having a potluck. And the son is like, I know we eat this at home, but you letting other people outside the house eat this? That just look bad. It's sweet with salty.
Lord have mercy.
All right, wait, she ain't done yet. She got to fill her last little pineapple. Yo, I don't know what the fuck that is, man. Look at the dog's face. The dog is confused. The dog is concerned. Do you see the cheese? The mild cheddar. Come on. Oh, that's sharp. It's sharp cheddar. Oh my gosh.
Yo,
Like
that is
my question is, what cookbook this lady found? You feel me? Like who taught you how to cook? Then she wrapped it in the foil. Wait, it ain't done yet. Mm-hmm. But I
you gonna throw
promise
it
you
in
ain't
the
gonna bring it home.
trash.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's the no. That right there,
Oh,
man. That is crazy. Who's eating
that's
that?
that's craziness. It's a
she,
hard hell no for me.
she don't look up no recipes ever. That's a fact. She the first person ever to. Nah, she not. She the first person to ever record herself cooking with no seasoning. Okay,
Hmm,
like that's a
that
fact.
part.
I'm just saying. Only thing was missing was some beat up white Air Force Ones, man, and she would have took the fucking show. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The
Mm-mm,
dog, nah,
mm-mm.
that's a fact. The dog got it though.
Hey yo, I cannot.
Yo, it's the
No.
yo. Can you post the next one that's on, bro?
Yes, I just saw it. I just saw it. I just saw
Yo, he said the dog. I hope this bitch don't drop nothing.
it. The dog said, I don't want it.
I don't want it. Nah, you can
I
keep
don't
that
want
one.
it.
Nigga
Keep
said
it
you
to
can keep that
yourself.
one. Nigga said
Keep
I'll
it
take
to
the
yourself.
pineapple. Hold the mayo and the cheese.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, that shit.
Absolutely absurd. That
Definitely.
is wild. It's a hard pass for
Boom.
me.
So let me ask you this: have you ever been to a Thanksgiving dinner? I'm gonna ask you guys too, everybody. Have you ever been to a Thanksgiving dinner and the food was nasty? What did you do? How did you
I
fold
put
up
it.
the plate and throw it in the garbage?
Oh, I did. I
Yo,
definitely folded the hell out of that plate. Like curved the tip of it, everything, and like I stuffed it behind another plate in the garbage can. So okay, I'm not gonna hold you.
yeah.
So I had some really bad potato salad. It had like olives and chives in it. It was a lot happening. It was very, very white, not a lot of seasoning, and it was a black household. And I definitely thought,
Do you see me clutch my pearl?
I definitely thought, I said, "Oh hell no! What?
Yo,
Oh
yo.
nah, mm-mm, mm-mm." I said, "Nope. Let me go ahead." The chicken was not all the way done. It was a little rubbery. You know what I'm saying? See, this is why I perfect the way I cook my chicken. It be in there for hours so that when you get it, you know what it do? It literally slides off the bone. Like it's like
Nah, I ain't gonna
this
front.
chicken.
I ain't gonna front. I had some of your chicken and your chicken be busting. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen, I
But
did what I could.
listen, I've been to Thanksgiving and let's just say I I ain't never been to a Thanksgiving that bad. I ain't gonna lie
Listen,
to you. Like I'm usually the person because I have a very strict diet.
Tone's comments. Go ahead.
Listen, I have a very strict diet now. So like I use that to my advantage. But prior to me being like more pescatarian than anything, it's more like
Hmm.
I used to hate going to people's cribs and they stuffing gonna be hitting.
I never had stuffing.
Listen, I had some stuffing that was so loose and watery, bro. I was confused. Like I really
Mm-mm.
was confused. I was at my man's crib too. Like you know how like you do the house hopping, you know what I mean? I
Hmm.
I don't know why I did that. Swear. Did would
Listen,
never not doing it again. Not doing
not
it again.
doing it again.
After that I became the most picky eater ever. I don't eat everybody out. I can't. You fuck up stuffing on
Listen, you
Thanksgiving.
do
How
it.
you do?
You gotta do a tablespoon now. You gotta do a taste test. People look at you like, "That's all you're gonna eat," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not really hungry."
You know,
Okay,
listen.
that's
I,
good.
I'm at the age
That's
now.
okay.
I'm so smooth with it. I'm like, they like, you want to play? I'm like, yeah. Let me see what you got. I'm gonna help you out. That way,
Now
I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
help
yeah,
you.
let me get some of that and some of that. That's it.
Listen,
I don't want to waste your
I'm,
food.
listen. I'm so glad that even though I don't eat chicken anymore, I know how to cook it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's I can tear up some salmon, some mac and cheese. I'm not gonna hold you. My sister makes amazing mac and cheese. My sister is fire with the seafood boils. Like she will
Right.
crush. Like
So I
you know what I'm
heard
saying?
next time we link up, I gotta, yo, sis, what's good with the seafood? That's what I
Hey,
heard.
listen. If it's summertime, if we buy the ingredients, she will definitely cook it for us for
Man,
sure.
I'm trying to get a seafood boil in January, nigga. That's my birthday.
I mean, we
Tell them
could
make
do
it
that in
happen.
January. We can do January. We just ain't gonna be outside.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be outside. We ain't gonna be outside.
We ain't
Shit,
gonna be outside.
we could be in the house.
We could be
Ain't nothing
in
better.
his house.
Oh, what we got? I need that early morning chicken and waffles. Yeah, yeah, man. But
So we make a special request. I got you, boo.
special
I got you.
requests, man. All the special requests. Ah, man. So, what would you say you learned the most from taking this test today? Let's bring it back.
Uh, I would say that I am so powerful. I am so powerful. I am free. Um, I can absolutely speak up for myself. I can acknowledge those things and the child me, the teenage me, and I can, even though I'm not there still,
Right.
I know how to connect with those pieces of me in order to become the best version of myself. And I think that, that's what I've been trying to do. Let me rephrase that because I'm taking the word try out for 24. That's what I've been doing. I told you about the shadow work, the shadow work book that I'm using right now. Fire. Like to take this test along with going through that workbook, it literally is mind boggling. It's like, okay, you can acknowledge these things
Mm-hmm.
and you can move on. Like acknowledgement, really saying, like, okay, I can see this, right? Not just taking a test and being like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. Like, no, really
Yeah.
looking at the
Right.
test, looking at the results, figuring out how does this manifest currently in my life, and then just making some notes to yourself to say like, okay, this is what I want to do. I've started like writing out things I want to say to people instead of just going, because my anxiety gets the best of me, right? When I'm
Mhm.
like walking in and just talking freestyle. Like I know for some people they'll be like,
Yeah.
what? That's crazy. Like but to have like a little paraphrase of what I'm going to say is helpful so that one, I'm not taken off track of what my goal is. And
Right.
then two, I can be mindful of my words. So this test is just opening my eyes to say, like, here are some things that we can continue to work on. And I'm proud of myself for taking the leap into doing the quiz, but also really acknowledging and still loving myself, even with those dark pieces that I feel like are a little bit scared to look at. So
Nah, well said, man.
yeah.
Honestly, I feel like for me, with the taking the quiz, I feel like it shines some light on some areas that I thought I had worked through, but clearly haven't.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I feel like
Mhm.
certain things, I feel like it really shines some light on things I've kind of suppressed, even like
Mhm.
by by me suppressing that, I was actually acting out what it is it said I was. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow,
Yep.
that's so freaking crazy to me.
Mhm.
And that's really uh I'm sorry, I was reading the comments with our friends, but that's really the biggest takeaway I got from it was like it's definitely always some more work that you can do.
Mhm.
It's definitely always an aspect of your life that you might have pushed to the back of your mind and never truly worked through. You know what I mean? And for
Right.
me, I think the part of acknowledging that, yes, taking that ownership, like, yes, this is me, but that doesn't define who I am.
Right.
You know, this is me, and this is only gonna allow me to make a better version of myself, like as you were saying.
Right.
And also, I want to thank all of our friends for taking this quiz as well, because we really just threw
Yes, we love
it.
y'all
And
for
everyone
definitely.
came
So,
and they was like, "Nigga, we got y'all. Let's do it." And thank y'all
mhm.
for being a part of the conversation. We really appreciate y'all. Y'all are hilarious.
Yes. So
Uh,
we encourage all of those of our listeners to take the test yourself. We will post the link in the
yes,
chat for those of you who are, well, post the link in the description. For those of you who are interested in the shadow workbook that I'm doing, I will also post a link in the description. I
yes,
think
yes.
these tools are very helpful alongside, let me be very clear that I'm also in therapy, right? And I'm not in therapy like, people be like, oh, you're in there like every day. And like, nah, therapy is a constant check-in of the mind, right? So if you get your physical, obviously we're not talking about just your physical, but like if you're gonna go get your eyes checked, your ears checked, your mind checked, your body checked, go and take care of your mental and get that checked out too. Therapy once or twice a month is really good enough. If you and also encourage you to keep a journal, because if something happens and you
You're
don't
right.
have therapy that week, you be like, oh, let me write this down. So when I go into therapy, I can tell him about this. So
Listen, man.
definitely encourage you all to like love yourself, and I will definitely encourage you to find your tribe and to not have a tribe. Not saying that you can't just have people that you're ratchet with, but I think there's something really beautiful about having those friends you could be ratchet with but also have this kind of question, these kind of conversations with, that will hold you up when you need it the most. So
That's a
you
fact.
know
I would say we are very fortunate to have those people, man. Like, because I ain't gonna
Agreed.
hold you. As you guys see, our friends, they don't take a lot of shit serious. But when it's time to get serious, they get serious. Okay.
Facts.
But once again, we want to thank everybody for watching, tuning into the Black T Spot, where conversation
Mhm.
gets elevated. Please let us know in the comments, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Yeah, yes. And even if you have some suggestions for topics for us, definitely drop them in the comments below,
Listen.
and we will see you next time. Peace.